Hello guys and welcome to the spoilers for chapter 263 of Tokyo Revengers. And the title for chapter 263 is called, Be Strong. And so you guys in the spoilers, there were 10 different manga panels that got released today, and there was only one piece of dialogue. And in this chapter we get to see the backstory of Mikey. In the very first page that we got in the spoilers, we get to see Mikey when he was a baby. And Mikey is just sucking his thumb, and he is also crying at the same time. The reason why I know this is Mikey is because he is holding his favorite towel that he always has with him. And Emma Sano said that Mikey can never sleep without this towel, so it looks like Mikey has had this towel ever since he was a baby. And I think that the reason why Mikey can't sleep without this towel is because it is a gift from his parents. And this is also the reason why he always keeps it with him after his parents died, because it is a memento from his parents. Anyway guys, in the next panel we get to see Mikey's father, and we also see Mikey. And Mikey is just playing with an action figure and a toy train. We see Mikey's father who is talking to Mikey, and he also has a smile on his face. And then we see that Mikey became very happy when he heard what his father said. In the next panel we see Mikey's father who has a big smile on his face. And Mikey's father is just giving a toy to Mikey, and this toy is a superhero action figure. We also see that Mikey's father has blonde hair and a small goatee, and he looks very similar to Takemichi. In the next panel we get to see Mikey's mother, and she is sitting in a hospital bed, and Mikey is sitting right next to her. And Mikey is just talking to his mother, and while he is talking to her he has a smile on his face. I think that Mikey's mother has some kind of illness, because we can see that she has a needle attached to her right arm, and the hospital uses this needle to make the medicine enter the patient's bloodstream right away. It seems like Mikey has a very good relationship with both of his parents, because whenever he is with them he always has a smile on his face. In the next page that we got in the spoilers we see Shinichiro, Mikey, Emma, and Mikey's grandfather. We also see that Mikey's mother's dead body laying in the bed, and it looks like Mikey's mother died from her illness. We see that Shinichiro, Emma, and Mikey's grandfather are all crying, and they look extremely sad. We see that Mikey is the only person who isn't crying, and Mikey just has a blank expression on his face. In the next panel we see that Mikey just left the room and went off by himself, and Shinichiro, Emma, and Mikey's grandfather are still standing next to the bed. Anyway guys, in the next panel we see Mikey, and Mikey is just crying. Mikey went to cry by himself, because he did not want to show his weakness to anyone else. Just like how Mikey cried by himself after Draken almost died, the same thing happened in this chapter after the death of his mother. In this panel Mikey has a very sad expression on his face, and he has many tears streaming down his face. Mikey is in pain, and he is trying to wipe off his tears with both of his hands. In the next panel that we got in the spoilers we see Mikey who is fighting against someone. We see that Mikey landed one of his signature flying kicks with his right foot, and this kick hit his opponent directly in the face. And in the next panel we see that Mikey was able to knock out his opponent with only a single kick, and we also see two kids standing next to him who are very surprised by Mikey's power. Anyway guys, in the next page we see Sanzu Haruchio. And we see the flashback of when Sanzu got the scars on his face. Sanzu is crying while holding his face, and his scars are bleeding all over his face. We also see Mikey who is standing in front of Sanzu, and in this panel Sanzu stopped holding his face, and instead he just started smiling. In this panel we can also see that Mikey does not have any blood on his hands, so maybe Mikey actually isn't the one who did this to Sanzu. In the next panel we get to see Baji and Sanzu. And it looks like this panel happened sometime after Sanzu got the scars on his face, because we see that he is wearing bandages on both sides of his face. Baji and Sanzu are just standing next to each other, and Baji has a very surprised expression on his face, and Sanzu is just smiling. Anyway guys, in the last panel that we got in the spoilers we see Mikey and Draken. And Mikey is just sucking a lollipop, and I think that this panel is taking place right when Mikey meets Draken. And I think that this takes place right after Mikey defeats the gang that was controlling Draken. The reason I say this is because Mikey is wearing the same exact black outfit that he was wearing when he saved Draken, and also because Mikey is sucking on a lollipop, which is the exact thing he was doing when he saved Draken. And we can also see that Draken is wearing the same exact outfit as he was when he met Mikey, so that is why I am positive that this panel is taking place during the scene where Mikey meets Draken. Anyway guys, that was all we got for the spoilers of chapter 263 of Tokyo Revengers. Also let me know what you guys think of the spoilers in the comments below. And like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one, and thank you for watching.